I'm going to move it over and just make sure that it's in high pass. Bring it over so it just looks a little bit like that. Fan around. Okay. Right. There we go. And the Q is about something on those lines. There we go. And the only problem is you find that some producers mix tunes a little bit too bright, and sometimes they mix them a little bit too dull. And when we mix tracks, this will become really apparent. So what we need to do is EQ everything. So bring the little line down and go to EQ4, and we need to drop that as well into our audio. So I'm going to try for a curved EQ4, left mouse button, grab, drop it over. There we go. DJing and all that is all about broad strokes. So the first thing we need to do is select the band for, and then we just need to bring these up on the line. Okay. Excellent. And then just need to bring that Q down. Bring the gain a little bit over. Okay. Everything seems to be okay there. There we go. The main thing is it's a bit of a judgment call, so it's best to play and start and actually just mess around and see what it actually sounds like. EQ is one of these things where you don't crank it all up so that the bass drum's kicking out, the hi-hats kicking out, and everything's pumped up to the max. That's totally wrong. That's not what we actually want. We just want everything to settle in nicely. So I don't want these effects just on audio 1. I want them on audio 2 and audio 3. So how on earth do we do that? So what I'm going to do is hold down the control on one of them, and then with my left mouse button, audio 2. Go back. Press which one I want, using the left mouse button. In the auto filter, you see the little line coming up. Control, keep control down, keep left mouse button down, put it in audio 3. Come back, do exactly the same to EQ4, left mouse, control, keep those down, pop it in audio 2. There we go. Brilliant. DJing and mixing as well. If you're doing this on the fly, if you're doing it in front of friends or wherever, you want to actually do some really cool stuff. And the best thing to do is actually use these effects while the tunes are actually going. But we don't want to say do it to each individual one. We like to do it to the whole lot. And the only way that we can do that is actually to go to the master. Master is the whole lot. So we just single click on the master and we drop our effects there. So I want to do an auto filter. So I'll find an auto filter. There we go. And cut to move again. Drop that into there. Let's see now. If we bring that out. Setting it to low pass. Just bring that down. That's it. Again, this is all just been done before and just been tested around with it. There we go. interesting. Beat Repeat is absolutely fantastic. And that has some surprisingly good effects. So the best way to actually use these effects and figure out which ones are good, which ones are bad, is press play, and I'll show you chopping block. Bring that into the master. Try playing dance. You can, if it's one on top of the other, if I didn't like that one beat repeats preset, I can find another one and just lob it straight over. It won't keep on building up, it'll just replace the settings. So regular voice. And if I want to delete it, just press onto the top of the one that I want to delete, press delete. What else have we got? Let's see, we've got flanger. And by left mouse clicking it on the little circle, we can change everything all about it. There we go. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully there should be more on the road. I'm just explaining what a majority of these devices and effects actually do. If you wanted any more information on how to create tracks using the free sequencer, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It's been great fun actually doing it. And the cool thing about Ableton is that you can do everything on the fly, and if you don't like one thing, it doesn't matter, you discard it and throw it away. If you want to do free tutorials on how to make your own tracks using free sequencers, pop on over to make your own top techno songs with dashes in between, to actually find out some more. All the best. Take care.